I'm back to quickly talk about another game. A strategy game this time. Emperor: Rise of the Middle Kingdom. This was one of those games from my childhood that I picked up by pure luck at Big Lots back in 2006 for $10, and it's left an impression on me that lasts to this day. The game was developed by both Breakaway Games and Impression Games and published by Sierra Entertainment, being released on Windows in September of 2002. This was apparently the 6th game in what I now know as the city building series, which I never played. I didn't have internet back then, so the idea that this game was the 6th iteration of an old formula never crossed my mind. To me, this game was, and still is, very unique. Emperor covers over 3,000 years of classical Chinese history, beginning with the ancient Xia dynasty, and ending with the Jin dynasty's fall to the Mongol horde in the 13th century. As this is a strategy game, you are tasked with what else but strategizing your way to a successful settlement. Like previous titles in the series, this involves simple tasks like providing access to water, food, and other city services, but quickly expands to requiring the setup of industry to manufacture goods, trade, and diplomacy with other cities, collecting taxes, and training a standing army to defend the city. You'll even have to pay homage to your ancestors, who will reward regular sacrifices and punish neglectfulness with natural disaster. Some of the campaigns have you working on monuments, which are very time, labor, and resource-intensive tasks. These include building a section of the Great Wall of China, the Grand Canal, and the Terracotta Army. Since the campaign has you serving several dynasties throughout the centuries, goods, technology, and religion increase in sophistication as you progress through the eras. At times, you'll be sent back centuries later to a city you've previously worked on in an earlier campaign, finding it's fallen into ruin and having to rebuild it even grander under a new emperor. As you have no control over individual units, all of this growth is facilitated by walkers who transport and distribute various resources and services throughout your city using various roads you lay out. This is standard in the city building series, and it means that placement and distance between buildings is important, as it can affect your supply chains over time. A city carefully set up with some planning will bloom effortlessly. A city built haphazardly is liable to suffer mass immigration, which causes jobs to go unfilled, which means less goods and services reach people, causing more mass immigration, and it can just sort of spiral out of control. This also means that the pacing is different in Emperor than in other strategy games like Age of Empires, allowing for more of a focus on settlement building than rushing to destroy your enemies. Aside from the gameplay, the game itself looks marvelous, even today with all its limitations. All of the little details and animations are aesthetically crafted to give it a certain charm you feel when you're looking at pixel art. Since I haven't played the other games in the series, I feel biased saying this, but this game has the best graphics out of all of the 6 games. It just seriously evokes my OCD and makes me want to upgrade all my neighborhoods from huts to ornate housing blocks and hoard all of the resources that I can. The game features a beautiful soundtrack to complement the graphical art style and theme, composed by the talented Jeff Van Dyke, who also composed the soundtracks for the Total War series, and some other games I haven't played. For what it is, I give Emperor: Rise of the Middle Kingdom an 8.5 out of 10. I highly recommend buying it on GOG for the $6 or whatever it is on sale.